So we can write the fraction as 1 over x minus x raised negative 1 simply means 1 over x. And now we have to combine x and 1 over x. So we need to have a common denominator, which happens to be x in this case. So 1 over x times x is x squared over x minus 1 over x. So the denominator is simply x squared over x minus 1 over x, and the common denominator being x. So we combine the numerators, so we would have x squared minus 1. Now we can flip and multiply with the numerators, so 1 times x over x squared minus 1, which is x over x squared minus 1. Excuse me. You may leave it as is, or you could write it as x plus 1 times x minus 1. Either answer is acceptable. So, as I mentioned, it's best to do this problem numerator first, then denominator. So the numerator is x raised negative 2, which is simply 1 over x squared. The denominator is x plus 3x raised negative 1, which is x plus 3 over x. Now we want to combine x and 3 over x, which would mean the LCD is x. So multiply and divide the first term by x. X times x is x squared over x plus 3 over x. We have a common denominator, so combine the numerators. So we have x squared plus 3 over x. Now we flip and multiply and combine it with the numerator. So the numerator is 1 over x squared times, flip the denominator, multiply to the numerator. So x over x squared plus 3. We can cancel the x and x squared. We'd end up having 1 over x times x squared plus 3. Let's try this. It looks complicated, but if you follow the steps properly, we should be able to get the correct answer, and make sure to simplify. So I'm going to do numerator and denominator separately because I see the fraction to be quite complicated. So the numerator have 5x raised negative 1 plus 2y raised negative 1, which should be 5 over x plus 2 over y. We have to find the least common denominator between x and y. There is nothing in common between x and y, so the LCD is simply xy. So I'm going to multiply and divide the first term by y. So I have 5y by xy. The second fraction by x, 2x over xy. We have a common denominator. So 2x plus 5y if I combine the numerators. The denominator is x raised negative 2, y raised negative 2, which I can write it as 1 over x squared times 1 over y squared, which is the same as saying 1 over x squared, y squared. Now we flip the denominator and multiply y divided by xy multiplied by x squared y squared over 1. So x's get cancelled, y gets cancelled, so we have xy times 2x plus 5y. We needn't distribute the xy into the terms in the parentheses because it is best to have them as factors.